All right, cool. Come in.
Okay, come on in. Come on in. Okay, come on in.
This is Coach Ash. For those who have seen it, he's the one that did your video. He's the one that kind of hammered you all and called you all lazy as well, if you actually read the descriptions properly, which I completely agree with. So he's taking your session today. Just make sure you just listen up, treat him with the same respect that you do me. All right?
Of course, boys, all those points were made with good intention to improve you in possession, out of possession. So for those that have watched the videos, what was the first point that was made in the video? What was the first point that was made? Checking your back, scanning. Okay, from a defensive point of view. From a defensive point of view.
Go out.
Yeah, go out. Okay, why do we need to do that, do you think? Open the field?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we don't have the ball, why do we need to push up the back line?
Yeah. So you can like press on to be together.
Pressing down to be together, yeah? To be together with what?
Between lines.
What lines? Defensive and midfield lines, offensive lines, right? Okay. So one of the main issues that I watched throughout the video was the distances between the back line and the midfield. I understand from Coach Merv, you drop into a 4-4-1-1, I believe, right? And I think the distances was far too open, and that allowed the opponent to slip passes through to 3 players, and essentially the back 4 was being exploited. They had the attackers going at you directly, sometimes even outnumbering you. So that's something we're going to be working on today. We're going to be starting off with a warm-up without the ball, just to get into some right habits from a communication, from an individual point of view, and from a unit's point of view. And then we're going to go into some games. So I'll let Coach Merv split the groups. I just want 3 groups of 4. Okay, 3 groups of 4.
Okay, good. I get Brody, Fabian, Luciano, and Fernando. 1, go.
Okay, cool.
So you guys are going to observe, okay? Observe and watch what we're trying to do. The other 4 can have you split across. Do we see these white discs over here? Can we have each of you split across into a back 4 or a midfield 4? Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys onto the blue line. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go. Okay. I'm going to announce the colour. Green, yellow, red or blue. As a back or midfield 4, you have to adjust. Okay, so whatever colour I call, the player has to pressure them. Okay? I'm just going to let you do it and see how we're going. Okay? Blue. Blue. Let's go again. Green. Blue. Okay. If I'm announcing a colour, imagine they have the ball. In a game, when they have the ball, what do we do? Okay, you're old enough to understand that, right? Blue. Green. Blue. Okay, so we understand. Now, when we are approaching the player, we have to be within touching distance. Within touching distance. Anything closer, we're stepping in too quickly, they might pounce and get in behind. If we're too far off, we're giving them too much space. So touching distance. So if they make a big touch, we're ready to take the ball, okay? So apply this now. Touching distance to the pressing player, okay? Green. Touching distance, so get close enough that you can touch them. Get close enough. Yes, that's how close we gotta be. Blue. Anyone can help in terms of just Spanish, yeah? Anyone can help with that translation? Yeah? So get close enough to touching distance. Can you tell him? Yeah? Okay? Green. Let's go again, practice it. Okay, now let's see how you react to this. Yellow. Red. Yellow. Red. Blue. Okay. Okay. So we've touched on the player that's pressing. Now for the rest of the team, imagine you're a mirror. Yeah, imagine you're a mirror. You're copying each other's movements, okay? For the rest of the team, if someone's pressuring, what should the next player do you think? Be behind them in what way? Why should we be behind them? They can't overlap. Why? What are we doing in that situation? How are we defending in that situation? If they've overlapped, what could he do to stop him? He could cover him, right? Cover. So if I'm pressure, the next player has to be covering, yes? So how do we cover? If we stay off like this, are we giving a big gap between covering and pressing player? Is that a big gap? What can we do now then? You want to show me? Yeah, you want to go up? Okay, you can get closer. Okay. Now the covering player has to always stand. If he stands on the same line as the pressuring player, yeah, you come here. What does that leave? It's space, yeah, a big gap, right? So what could the covering player do to prevent that? Yeah, come out a little bit, yeah? Okay, so he's dealing with him. The covering player has to be between the player that's got the ball and the next player, okay? Half and half, okay? So always standing half and half so that if the ball goes here, he can then pressure here quick enough, right? Because if he's far out there and the ball goes there, he ain't gonna get there in time, okay? So covering players now, organize, okay? Green, show me cover, show me. That's good, that's good. Blue. Good. Green. Okay. For the middle players, we pressure and everyone covers. Let's see how you can understand that, yeah? Show me. Yellow. Is this a 5, right? This is a 5. Okay. Red. Yellow. Okay. One group swap with the ones on the outside. Let's go. One group swap with the 4. Okay. Okay, now, when we approach the player, what are we doing? Touching distance, right? What about body position? Are we standing like this? Are we standing flat? Angled on your toes, knees what? Bent, right? Ready so that if they make a movement or they pass it, we can shuffle across. But that applies to the rest of the back line, okay? So let's see what you guys learned from watching. Green! Good, good. Blue! Yellow! Okay, okay. Okay, let's freeze. Okay, so he's pressured him. What is he left now? What is he going to do now? He's going to make a run. What could he do then instead? If this mistake happens in the game, what could he do? Show me. Yeah? So always covering each other. Sometimes in a game, there's confusion. We can rotate positions, okay? But the first mistake should be avoided. Mark your man, okay? Blue. Red. Good, okay. In a game, will you have a coach constantly telling you where to go? So what do you guys have to do now? Okay, let's communicate now. Let's get a bit of communication involved. Green. Okay, you got to be a little bit closer, So, this is perfect. Okay, he's half and half, so if the ball goes here, he's ready to attack. The furthest player has to balance the shape. What do I mean by balance the shape? I'll show you now. If he's far too deep, sorry mate, if he's far too deep, so you come with me. If he's far too deep, let's say the blue guy's a winger. Is he keeping him on side? If he goes out here, he's keeping him on side, right? So what does he have to do then? Come up, yeah? Okay, this is perfect. If he goes too high, come with me. He's going to leave a gap for what player to run into? Far side player, yeah? You can make a switch, bang. So, pressure, cover, and if it's a back four, the two balances. Yeah? Any questions? No? Okay. Okay, let's get back in. Okay, so, body position, covering player, half and half, balancing, okay, and communication. Let's get all of those involved now, okay? Blue, green, yellow, red, green, louder, louder, blue, let me hear you, yellow, well done, okay, let's have this group out into here now, let's go. Can I have one of you, you're going to sprint to any colour, they're going to follow you, without me calling, okay? You're going to sprint to any colour, side to side quickly, okay? I'm going to actually adjust this. Can I have you? You're going to work with these guys. Okay, you four. Wherever he goes, ready? Wherever he goes on this side, you have to follow him. Imagine he's an attacker. You come. You're going to stay on this line facing these guys. You're going to move and they're going to try and adjust to you. Okay? One of you's, yeah, come on in. You're going to do the same, but for these guys, working. Okay? Yeah, so this is a separate game now. You're separate, you're separate. You're going to choose which one to go. You're going to adjust, okay? Go. Go, go, go. Wherever you want. Don't stop, don't stop. Constantly moving, constantly moving, constantly moving. Too quiet, too quiet. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Keep going. Sprint, sprint, always. Don't stop flat-footed, keep going. Don't stop. Good. Chase him, chase him, chase him. Back line, react, react. Okay, freeze, freeze. So we understand, okay? You two get a ball and keep in your hand. You two get a ball. Cheers, mate. Yep, come on in. Okay. You're going to keep in your hand, or actually you can dribble it across, okay? So, we're going to mark the player with the ball, okay? You're going to be on this side facing them. You're going to mark the player with the ball. We have to adjust to the other player, okay? So now it's a real life situation. Real players react accordingly. You might pass each other, it doesn't matter. Whoever gets the ball side to side, you got to adjust as a back line, okay? So you can dribble up and down, you can switch it, okay? As long as you're staying in this side, okay? Let's go! Don't tackle, no tackling. Just keep the ball. Keep the ball. Good, okay, let's switch it. Find a switch. Switch the play. Switch the play. Ask for it. Okay, you two, use your hands. Throw it to each other. Throw it to each other. We're just trying to prove a point here. Trying to prove a point. Go, go, go. Back line, adjust, adjust, adjust. Good, keep going. It's too quiet. Okay, good. Let's get all these mannequins off and to the side.